everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks waiting to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Panthers going up against the Titans. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's the second week of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. First down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray, we're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
One of the best seasons running the football that we've seen in recent years.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now it's Ginn. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? Star Latulele in on the tackle. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Mariota. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise, and this would come up short.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, it's Newton. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Penalty marker is down here. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. In motion, right comes Funchess. And the wideout in motion. To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Third and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
That was second down run for Murray. Down to about the 22 here. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray the lone setback. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Mariota now. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them. Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
This is Stewart, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
Tackle made there by Sean Spence. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the gun, here's Newton, and that'll be caught. Panthers touchdown. It's Benjamin with a grab. Kelvin Benjamin from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's up and good. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Trey McBride now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first. keep it with Henry on first down. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And some room to roam now. Boy, shifts past him. A very solid gain of 27. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Here's the option going right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Webb now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go!
And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. On the return, it's McBride. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down, here's Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. in the pistol. On third down, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They come out here in the eye. Again on the ground with Artis Payne. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Derrick Henry. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's Webb. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. in danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Whitaker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And runs like that, those are the ones that got Mr. Henry that Heisman Trophy a year ago. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's the option going right. That is incomplete. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target that time, Brenton Burson. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Surveying the field. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've reached half, and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Artis Payne, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Spence coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. Now back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll toss it to Artis Payne. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go.
Webb now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Spence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you sit.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their big tight end, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And the lead is now 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's brought down after a good gain. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 38 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Titans a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now in Nashville. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Carolina getting set to take the field. Yeah, that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's McBride. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Halfback sent in motion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he finds Jason Morrow. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So they're operating in the red zone. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started. 2nd and goal.
Defense digging in again here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Webb now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Taken in at the 22. And there's a flag on the field. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go. 3-19.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down carry for Henry, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Titans are going to have a first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another pistol look here. Again, it's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Mark Mariani there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. The Fasano here brings it in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in hours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the fourth quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Now, that said, you would rather win by 60 points, or do you like the close ones, too?
Well, I think everyone would rather win by 60. It's comfortable. Everyone gets to play. But when you win those nail-biters, dinner tastes just a little bit better that night.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.